A handful of walnuts a day isn't just a healthy habit, it's a powerhouse of benefits. These nuts are known to support heart health, lower cholesterol, and even enhance memory. But have you ever wondered why some walnuts are golden, crisp, and delicious, while others turn out dark, bitter, and unappealing? The answer lies in the precision of production. Every step in the walnut growing and processing journey affects the final taste, color, and texture. In today's behind-the-scenes look, we uncover the meticulous methods used in California's high-quality walnut production. From seed to tree, the beginning of the journey. Each autumn, between mid-September and early November, vast walnut orchards across California begin their harvest. But the journey starts long before that. Farmers begin by planting walnut seeds in moist, nutrient-rich soil. These seeds germinate over several weeks, eventually sprouting into delicate young plants. They're first nurtured in controlled nursery trays before being transplanted to the fields. Over time, they grow into towering walnut trees, capable of producing high yields for decades. With over 400,000 acres dedicated to walnut cultivation, California produces over 680,000 tons of raw walnuts annually, making it the world's leading walnut producer. The modern harvest. Precision and speed. When walnuts mature, their green outer husks, called hulls, begin to split, signaling harvest time. Today, the harvest is no longer done by hand. Instead, it's a highly mechanized and efficient operation. Specialized machines with padded hydraulic arms gently grip each tree trunk. These arms vibrate rapidly, at about 200 to 250 shakes per minute, for 5 to 10 seconds. This causes ripe walnuts to fall in large numbers onto the orchard floor without damaging the tree. Next, a mechanical sweeper equipped with soft rotating brushes and low-pressure air gathers the walnuts into tidy windrows, pushing aside leaves and debris. One sweeper can cover up to 40 acres per day depending on the terrain. A harvesting machine then lifts the walnuts from the ground using a conveyor system, while powerful centrifugal fans remove dust and light debris. The cleaned nuts are now ready for initial processing. First processing stage: hulling, sorting, drying. Freshly harvested walnuts are quickly transported, often within 24 hours, to nearby hulling facilities. There, the following steps take place. Hulling. Mechanical rollers and high-pressure water jets remove the green husk surrounding the shell. Sorting. Vibrating screens and air jets separate damaged or empty nuts from viable ones. Drying. Perhaps the most critical step. This involves reducing the nuts' moisture content from around 30–35% to below 8%. Controlled hot air circulates around the walnuts for 18 to 24 hours to ensure longevity and preserve crispness. Once dried, the walnuts are cooled, packed into bins, and sent to secondary processing plants. Storage and final processing. Preserving perfection. At the second facility, the dried-in-shell walnuts are stored in climate-controlled warehouses, kept at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius with strict humidity control. This environment ensures the nuts retain their crisp texture, natural color, and flavor for 6 to 12 months. Next, walnuts are divided into two categories. In-shell walnuts. These are passed through sizing drums and washed again. Workers inspect each one, removing any cracked or shriveled nuts. The selected walnuts are bagged and prepared for export. Shelled walnuts. These go through advanced mechanical cracking machines. The shells are broken carefully to keep the delicate kernels intact. Final hand inspection ensures only flawless, golden kernels make it to the packaging line. They're then vacuum sealed to maintain freshness during transport. A glimpse into foie gras, craftsmanship or controversy. While walnuts rely on careful nurturing, foie gras, a delicacy prized for its buttery, melt-in-your-mouth texture, tells a more controversial story. From nature to luxury, the life of a foie gras bird. Foie gras is traditionally made from the liver of two bird species, the Mueller duck and the Land's goose. These birds possess a natural ability to store fat in their liver, a trait originally meant to sustain them through long migratory flights. Farmers use this instinct, but under controlled environments and feeding regimens developed over centuries. Early life. Newly hatched ducklings and goslings are highly sensitive. For their first few weeks, they are raised in warm, protected environments to regulate temperature and humidity. As they grow stronger, the birds are released into open fields to roam freely, graze on grass, and eat a natural diet of grains and clean water. This stage is crucial for building strong bones and healthy digestion. Gavage. The controversial final phase. In the final 2 weeks before harvest, the feeding process changes dramatically. Controlled feeding. Gavage. The birds are moved into individual pens or narrow enclosures to reduce stress and monitor intake. Twice a day, trained workers insert a soft feeding tube down each bird's throat, delivering a measured dose of boiled corn mash. The process takes only a few seconds and, when done correctly, does not harm the bird. In just 15 days, the liver increases in size from around 120 grams to over 500 grams, a transformation that gives foie gras its signature richness. From farm to fine dining. Processing the liver. After the gavage period, the birds are humanely rendered unconscious using CO gas or electricity before slaughter. Expert technicians then carefully remove the liver by hand. The process is delicate. Any damage can reduce the liver's grade or disqualify it for premium foie gras. Livers are chilled immediately and sorted based on texture, size, color, and fat content. The Mueller duck and the Land's goose. These birds possess a natural ability to store fat in their liver, a trait originally meant to sustain them through long migratory flights. Farmers use this instinct, but under controlled environments and feeding regimens developed over centuries. Early life. Newly hatched ducklings and goslings are highly sensitive. For their first few weeks, they are raised in warm, protected environments to regulate temperature and humidity. As they grow stronger, the birds are released into open fields to roam freely, graze on grass, and eat a natural diet of grains and clean water. This stage is crucial for building strong bones and healthy digestion. Gavage. The controversial final phase. In the final 2 weeks before harvest, the feeding process changes dramatically. Controlled feeding, gavage. The birds are moved into individual pens or narrow enclosures to reduce stress and monitor intake. Twice a day, trained workers and Grade A. Smooth, creamy livers used for whole foie gras entier. Grades B and C. Used for pâtés, mousses, and canned foie gras. These livers are still flavorful but may lack visual perfection. A culinary jewel. Foie gras, often called the soft gold of the kitchen, is a symbol of French culinary luxury. Whether pan-seared and served on toast, whipped into a velvety mousse, or layered in a gourmet terrine, foie gras brings depth, elegance, and heritage to fine dining.